right, they've been singing all playoffs, the 10-game winning streak. It has been an historic playoff run. The point differential during this streak is the very best in NBA history. And they're just winning. They are dominating night after night.
No, it's been impressive. I had an opportunity to be on good teams in my career. We won 10 games in a row with the Nets. We won 10 games in a row with the Cavs. And none of those stretches were as dominant as what the New York Knicks have been in the last month.
And it's really the way they're playing. It's some of the most beautiful team basketball we've seen in a while.
But you just don't see everybody in rhythm at the same time playing at this level where there's not an overburden on any one guy to have to get it done on a given night.
Shamet, three-pointer, bang! Landry Shamet is now 12 of 13 from three-point range in the Eastern Conference Finals. Tyson tries to answer. Can't get it to fall. Dean Wade back out Harden. We're under 2.5 to play here in the third. Harden whips it. Tyson's going to try again. Cannot hit, and Bridges comes flying in for the rebound.
Since we're going to have to start filling a little bit, probably fairly soon, has anybody made more money this season than Landry Shamet?
92% good from the three-point line in the conference finals.
Yeah. Tyson lays it up and in. 94-67. Shamet another 16 points in 13 minutes off the bench. Nick Wisely now taking time off the clock, even though it's the third quarter. Brunson's falling away, puts it up, puts it in. Great balance again. 5 different Knicks in double figures. Brunson with 15 to go with 5 assists.
The very best footwork in this league, regardless of position. Jalen Brunson relies on that.
Nice alley-oop pass. And Evan Mobley able to throw it down. 15 from Mobley. Off the turnover. Harden picks it up. Fires up a three. Can't get it. The chip misses. And Deuce McBride brings it down. Merrill thought he got hit on the follow. And Merrill and Brunson just get tangled up. Merrill not happy with what he thought was a no call, so you can see.
Yeah, I mean, he plays basically a grounded offensive game. So if that's the case, you have to master this. The footwork, you use leverage, use defenders' momentum against them.
Under a minute to play, third quarter. Seven on the 24, Brunson and Harden. Brunson the drive, pull-up jumper, and the rebound goes to Harden. James Harden 2 for 8, 0 for 6 from 3. McBride with the steal. Merrill fouls Brunson, or it appeared to be a foul. Brunson brings him into the front court. And he'll reset. Knicks went up 29 in the first half. Cavs came out in the third quarter, cut it to 16, had a little momentum. And now Knicks dominating again. Brunson trying to get inside to Robinson. Shot clock winding down, throws it up. And Robinson can't get it, gets his offensive rebound. And then lost it to Tyson. 10 seconds remaining. Bridges with the steal, but a foul. Well, 8.6 seconds remain. See the Knicks talking to Mark Davis. They thought there should have been a foul earlier. So Bridges will shoot free throws. Mikal Bridges, 13 more points, 5 assists. Loud chant of "Let's go Knicks." There are several thousand Knicks fans that made the trek from New York to be here for what they hope would be a clincher. Well, WWE brings the chaos overseas with Clash in Italy. It all goes down Sunday at 2 Eastern, streaming exclusively on ESPN. Don't miss a moment. Watch it live on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan. Always wanted to do that.
And now you have.
Now you have, Mike.
Killed it.
Who's your favorite, Mike?
Why would you?
Mine is Rhea Ripley. She's my favorite.
That's my guy.
She is my favorite.
Took the words out of my mouth. Hold that one on, Jess.
Donovan Mitchell, his attack has been very consistent. And just dribbling that ball, that's very, very difficult to keep a defender on your hip, bring that ball up, and not even have it come together. He's played a solid game, but there hasn't been enough juice for his team. The points, the scoring, the efficiency's there, but the juice has not been there for the Cavs.
Mitchell was announced yesterday, All-NBA second team, third time All-NBA, but right now he could care less about that. He just wanted to get some wins. Able to get to his first conference final this year with some great playoff performances. But right now his team down 27 with just over a quarter to go. By the way, Jalen Brunson also NBA All-Second team. This is the second off the rebound, and the third quarter comes to an end. Another dominant performance from the Knicks, looking for their 11th straight playoff win, and they're now 1 quarter away from getting to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years.
Because you're bald, Woody.
Versus Tech. Chickadee away, boss.
So long, toys.
The battle's on.
It's Smarty Pants, hygiene instructor.
He'll wipe your... Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5.
You got it. Clear.
Rated PG, June 19th. Glenn and Carla have been looking for a home for some time, but they're feeling a little boxed in. If only there was a better way... Oh?
Welcome back to Homes.com, Glenn.
Show me.
3-bedroom home.
Near a good elementary school.
2 bathrooms. One with a double vanity. And what I really want
Dream big, Carla.
is to walk to Whole Foods.
Check out the 8 homes that match your criteria. Want me to order those by size?
Whoa. Homes AI. All you have to do is ask.
Welcome back. How can I help?
Only on Homes.com.
All new drinks are here. From crafted sodas to refreshers. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
You ever wonder if you deserve all this?
I had a good life once, too.
Why does Max actually hate you? Because he went to prison for a murder he didn't commit, right? Is there any way Max could know about what we did?
What did you tell me? You deserve this.
We need to be ready.
You deserve this.
Hey, Fear.
Time now for Impact Pairings delivered by Papa John's.
If you want to talk about a perfect team, how they've been built, how they've been constructed, the efficiency, the sacrifice, you can point to the New York Knicks.
Don't make that guy for an ultra.
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
This is Arby's pulled pork and chopped brisket. This is the juicy result of slow smoking meat for up to 13 hours. And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Striker is on the move. He cuts inside. He's heading towards the box. He shoots.
When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Welcome back. Eastern Conference Finals presented by Dunkin'. Fourth quarter set to get underway here in Game 4. And the Knicks, after a slow start to that third period, hit 10 of their last 17 and outscored the Cavs by 8.
Still up pressuring. Full court. Trying to do everything they can to continue to take away the rhythm of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They were so determined to end it tonight. The Cavs came out strong opening minutes. As we said, the Knicks have responded every single time in these playoffs as Tyson goes inside. Mobley, shot clock winding down, turnaround jumper, can't get it. And the rebound, Anunoby. Rebounding numbers 44 to 25, a plus 19 on the boards. Alvarado back in with McBride, Shamit, Anunoby, and Towns.
And you can see this is why you go to zone. It kind of slows down the Knick offense. They're kind of looking around, trying to get everybody located, and now it's late in the shot clock.
Anunoby going to have to put it up, falling away a three. Hits the rim, and Mitchell comes away with it. Mitchell using the screen nicely, finds Mobley. Mobley gets inside on Towns. Little fake, shot short. Towns had it stripped after he got the rebound. Towns with 14 rebounds tonight. One of the best rebounders in basketball. Thought about a three, drives on Allen, hits down, gets inside, layup is good as he goes crashing to the floor.
He is such a force because of his shooting ability. You have to close out like that, but he plays with such power downhill once he gets you on his hips.
Nice feet inside, and Allen with an easy dunk. Nope, he was out of bounds. Did not establish inbounds before.
Karl Anthony Towns, he's already hit a couple out there where Jared Allen was late closing out. This time, Cat shows the ball and knows if he can just get a hit past him, it's going to be impossible to get him off his line.
But why wouldn't you close out and sit on his left hand? It's the game plan errors, it's effort errors.
Nice steal from Mitchell. Mitchell goes to Anunoby. Side step. Foul on Anunoby. And Mitchell will shoot free throws with just over 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth.
Well, again, on this, Karl Anthony Towns, it's good to pressure him. But if you pressure him, where does he go? He goes to his right hand. So you pressure him, sending him to his left. You're sending him to one of his primary weapons. So the pressure is great, but it's got to be intelligent pressure.
Towns, by the way, this is his third consecutive conference finals with 3 different head coaches.
Well, when you're starting with him as a head coach, it's a little easy.
Well, Chris Finch, of course, in Minnesota, then last year with Tom Thibodeau with the Knicks. And now here with Mike Brown and the Knicks, and this will be his first opportunity to get into the NBA Finals if the Knicks hold on.
Mike, the thing I love about him is regardless this year of whether his shots were up or down, there was questions all season about the productivity as a scorer sort of all over the place. The rebounding never changed. He did it every single night. That's a commitment and a sacrifice for your teammates.
Deuce McBride knocks down the three-pointer. 15-3 for the Knicks. And the lead is now up to 31. Mobley goes inside, and Jared Allen lays it up and in. This really is incredible what they're doing night in and night out. Towns drives down. Lane, scoop layup is good.
Go ahead, Ted, Lane.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's that slow show, and he gets Mobley off his feet, and he's able to once again get to that right hand.
Alvarado falls for a foul.
He's just so talented and so skilled, and this is the other part of his game. This is a lot easier than it should have been. You see Jared Allen just getting out of the way back there and giving him the easy layup. But that's all set up with his shooting ability.
Towns, Mike Brown has talked about they set standards at day one of training camp. The number one standard was sacrifice, and Karl Anthony Towns has led the way in that department.
He has, and even when we met with Mike Brown earlier in the season, he said that, hey, we're trying to give a little bit more bit by bit because 1 through 4 in their offense is similar, and then the 5 position is similar. So he was really just kind of bringing Karl Anthony Towns along, and the offense was where he made his sacrifice.
Mitchell crossover, and again, Mitchell, outstanding offensive game. 31 points in 31 minutes. 105-76. Knicks in complete control. They've been up by double figures since late in the first quarter. Largest lead, 31. McBride left open. Sets, fires. Anunoby, offensive rebound. Goes up, draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2. They are playing with such a force.
Well, this is a part of their game. That was a big story for them all season. It's one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. It really hasn't been much of a factor in this series. it hasn't needed to, but tonight they've got 15 offensive rebounds in addition to the way they've shot the basketball.
OG Anunoby has been shooting the best of his career. Those are my Game 5 Western Conference Finals tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, NBC at Peacock. We're back in OKC. Spurs and Thunder. What a series that has been. Can't wait for Game 5. Like Perico, Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford. Anunoby knocks down another. Anunoby made all defensive second team, but it's his offensive has really skyrocketed this year. Knicks, by the way, kept saying he was robbed. He should have been on the first team. Shabbat with the steal. Shabbat feeds Anunoby with the flush. And the Knicks just keep pouring it on. A 33-point lead. Timeout Cleveland. And the Knicks fans celebrating.
The New York Knicks defensive pressure has been a huge story in this series. Once again, out on the run.
NBA Eastern Conference Finals are presented by Dunkin'. Win your morning tip-off with coffee and breakfast at Dunkin'. And in part by Google. And Macros in theaters everywhere May 29. Get tickets. Rated R.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. Get a medium hot or iced coffee, 6 crispy golden hash browns, and a delicious bacon, egg, and cheese. It's Dunkin's $6 meal deal. A deal for everyone. Where are the hardest arenas to play? The altitude in Denver is no joke. Welcome to the pressure cooker.
The intersection of history, TD Garden in Boston.
I think a lot of three players that put it in my entire city.
At Allstate, what's important to you is important to us.
God, I'm telling you, this girl just came out of nowhere.
Right now, what's important to Blake is not getting in trouble with his dad. The good news is if you have accident forgiveness from Allstate, your auto rate won't go up just because of an accident, even if it is your fault. Sorry, squirrel's fault. Because we all deserve a second chance. Right, Dad? If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
So, I ran some numbers. You guys might want to consider moving. Soon, West? I doubt it. These shall ease your grievous throat most readily. Or maybe a saltwater gargle.
Sold. Congratulations, sir. That is a new record.
You realize a JPEG doesn't count as a financial plan, right?
Maybe. I mean, yes. No.
PNC Bank believes a little boring advice goes a long way.
Mom! Where's my glove?
There's a new leader in safety. Mazda is the safest new car brand in America. She has absolutely no idea. But you do. And that makes all the difference. Mazda. More of what matters most to you.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Dupixent can help you feel the heal. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
The original. The first. A light beer brewed to taste like beer. There's nothing like it. Legendary taste of 96 calories. It's Miller time.
Another epic performance in a clinching game. First round against Atlanta. Destroyed the Hawks in Atlanta. Then destroyed the Sixers in Philadelphia. And now destroying the Cavs here in Cleveland.
Yeah, starters have been pulled. DOD 10-14, Eastern Standard Time. This series looks like it's over.
It's still 8 minutes to go. You just don't expect the playoff game to pull with 8 minutes to go. By the way, Jalen Brunson Knicks fans are certainly going to stay until the final buzzer. And you think back right now, in terms of this series, what happened in Game 1 changed everything. Knicks were down 22 with 7.5 to go. That's one of the great comebacks in NBA playoff history. And you wonder how much that took out of the Cleveland Cavaliers, who had obviously had 2 previous series that were so emotional, both physically and mentally, as the foul call. And right now, there's nobody happier in this crowd than Leon Rose, the Knicks president. The job that he has done in New York, he took over in March of 2020. The team was 18 and 42. The season ended. They were 21 and 45. They won 17 games the year before. He hired Tom Thibodeau, and they went 41 and 31 the first year. Then he acquired Brunson, acquired Hart, acquired Anunoby, acquired Karl Anthony Towns, acquired Mikal Bridges. He acquired all 5 starters, and they have now turned into a championship contender.
And more so than just acquiring starters, he acquired 5 winners, guys that played basketball the right way. The NBA is a very convenient. You can get talent together, but if you don't put together multiple groups of players that are willing to sacrifice and play at a high level, you'll be treading water forever.
And it starts with Brunson. It starts with finding that guy that you can build everything around. You know, his leadership, but more importantly, his production and his consistency with which he does it, the way he plays in the biggest moments. Once you have that, now you can start to figure out how you want to build out your roster. And they've built a team that is complete, and they can beat you in a number of ways.
Jordan Clarkson, another pickup this year, has been great off the bench, had some great stretches in the regular season, some excellent playoff games. As we come up on the halfway point. And again, you see how another turnover, Donnier goes inside, he's fouled by Thompson. You see the Knicks fans traveling all around to go to games. They're so hungry, they're so passionate. You have to understand what it means to be a Knicks fan. From 2002 to 2020, there were a lot of dark days, and in that time, 19 seasons, the Knicks won 7 total playoff games. 7 total games in 19 years. Since Jalen Brunson's arrival, they've won 33.
And it makes sense. You look at Jalen Brunson. They brought in Jalen Brunson coming off a conference finals in Dallas. He had proven that he wanted to be a part of a winner. And for me, when you put together that group, it's been impressive because it's been 20 years of the Knicks trying to put together this group.
He has been one of the all-time in NBA history clutch performers in the postseason.
And you wondered at the time when he came to New York, there was some talk. Is that too much money for Jalen Brunson at that time? Now, the bargain of the century, whatever that guy's making for what he has done for this franchise.
Well, when he signed the $100 million deal, thoughts were that the Knicks overpaid. Rolling out with Donnier. Nice move with the left hand. The interesting thing is that Jalen Brunson's
progression, but was it enough? Was it enough progression to say, hey, this is our team moving forward? To me, some of the other series that went to 7 were unnecessary. They didn't need to do that. They didn't have the right energy, the right focus. And then you get here against an elite team, and you see it kind of transpire in the worst type of way. So they do have a lot of questions, and they're going to have to find some answers.
The other end, the Knicks in the last 4 years, they've experienced some exhilarating playoff wins and some brutal, deflating losses. This is a really battle-tested that have learned what it takes to win night in and night out in the NBA postseason. Bullock having a grand old time out there. Patrick Ewing, Sonics final team in '94, lost to the Rockets. Sonics didn't play in '99, but with the team that lost to the Spurs. One thing we can agree on, that's such a lying to try to flip things going forward. We can agree on this. Whoever comes out of the Western Conference, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, certainly will test for this New York Knicks team, but they can't possibly be feeling any better about themselves as they go now, get ready for this playoff, and wait to see the rest of
Oh, they're waiting for that to go 7. Go 7, heat each other up, and then the Knicks will be able to be rested and waiting.
Take your time out. 23 seconds left. No celebration over yet.
Opening your way. Allergy relief with no brain fog to drowsing. Try now Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
All new drinks are here. Crafted sodas to refreshers. Ice cold drinks could be so
Finest luxury fragrances are now exclusively available at your local store. Unstoppable's Unlimited Collection makes everything smell menacing. Luxury laundry scent beads so you can smell unlimited.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McDonald's McCrispy has nowhere to be. This hot with the kind of my face. They will tell you that Chili's is the best.
Made them fast friends. They were +1s to a high school reunion. Not fun. But then someone pulled out the BetMGM app. They bonded over betting stories and made a break for it. Make it a bet that turns into a bond. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
Howdy, Roadrunner. You're very fast.
Well, I drink Red Bull.
But you do realize...
Yes, Red Bull gives you wings, but, I'm scared of heights.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
Money flows to me easily and effortless.
I have a wealthy aura. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
Ally, you get your paycheck up to 2 days early. Because life today doesn't wait for Sunday. Or payday. Ally, do it right.
Chewy pharmacy orders on the way for more. The homebody only goes outside when nature calls. So mom uses Chewy to get a sweet tick meds at a great price. Delivered fast, right to their door. For quality meds, for life with pets, it's Chewy.
I'd like to see you guys hike a mountain at my age.
We're almost there. Howdy, fellas.
Hey, Ted.
Got the game. Where's the rest of the game?
I get him.
It's why the NBA trusts itself to Everett Northwest. Check the story at
We welcome you back inside Studio J, where we'll be recording and 37. The New York Knicks have earned their way into the NBA Finals. We go to Sean Pebbles. Now for the presentation of the 2026 NBA Conference Finals Trophy. Please welcome ESPN, Lisa Seltzer.
The Eastern Conference Championship Trophy is named after one of the greatest NBA players of all time, Bob Cousy. Here to present the Bob Cousy Trophy to the Eastern Conference champion New York Knicks are two Knicks legends, two-time champion and Hall of Famer Walt Clyde Frazier, and Hall of Famer Knicks all-time leading
it means a lot, but I mean, I wouldn't be here without my teammates. The belief they had in me, this coaching staff, this organization, this fan base. I mean, without them, none of this is possible.
Mike, just what makes this Knicks team You had everyone on the team, everyone involved with the association, you had them sign an accountability contract at the very beginning of the season. How has this team lived up to the tenets of that contract?
Sacrifice. Every single one of the guys on the team has a competitive spirit. Every single one of the guys on the team
Thank you, Mike. Congratulations to you. Now for that, the Eastern Conference Finals is aptly named after one of the greatest players in NBA history ever. And to do the honors, let's welcome back Worldwide Racers, Walker Morgan, and Patrick Ewing. And the winner of the Larry Bird Trophy, the 2026 Eastern Conference Finals Most Valuable Player by unanimous decision, Jalen Brooks. Jalen, your teammates always talk about how you make it better. How have they helped you become this conference finals MVP?
They give me the confidence. They let me be me. I think most important, let me all believe in each other.
Jalen, what are you most proud of about this group collectively?
Resilience. I think that we've been able to stay focused, stay composed. Like I said, we talked about it means something.
Congratulations to you, Jalen. Now to talk to some of your teammates. Cat. Come on up, Cat. And I appreciate you always bending down to talk. This is the third consecutive conference final to finally get over the hump.
Man, it's an honor being back at the I grew up cheering for my whole entire life. So to have Patrick Ewing, Clyde, everybody here, to have a great win at the end, up here on the field, give us this kind of love everywhere we go in the world. We're going to have Patrick Ewing.
Now the message was clear from the beginning of the season for you guys that finals or bust.
Yeah.
You guys all said you were okay with that. Why was there no pressure involved with that?
Because we had different expectations for ourselves. We knew that our team was capable of doing this. So all we had to do was just put the work in, continue to believe in each other, until it's sacrifice, continue to believe in the man above, will take care of the rest. And that's what we did, and that's why we're here right now with this trophy.
Thank you, Kat. Congratulations to you. I want to talk to Josh. You and Jalen are very good friends, and he doesn't like to talk about it. But I know you guys both go way back. What does this leadership mean for the team?
It's vital for us. He even killed doesn't let us get too high, too low. Even games like this, 15-20, to make sure that, we double down on our habits and, play the game to win. So.
Words like selfless, we'll do whatever it takes. You hear that a lot in sports, but it's not always the reality. Just what makes this team different?
I think it's the high character guys that we have. Everybody wants to come and be successful. Everybody's willing to sacrifice for the benefit of the team. And when you do that, man, that's making a free thing.
You hear that? You're in the other team's building.
This is New York, man. Sham, we got to give Sham a big shout out, man. He played huge these 4 games. Great defense. Huge shots, big shots.
Thank you. Congratulations to you, Josh. Congratulations once again to the 2026 Eastern Conference champions, the New York Knicks, and Conference Finals MVP, Jalen Brunson. Mike Breen, back to you.
First conference finals in 27 years. Next up, the Knicks hope to end the championship drought. They haven't won a title since 1973. 53 years. They lost in 72, 94, 99. I can't forget they also lost 3 finals back in the 50s in the early days of the NBA. But this team is certainly, as we said over and over again, in the midst of one of the great playoff runs. So look ahead, guys. Oklahoma City and San Antonio still to be determined, obviously. But the Knicks have shown that they can beat anybody right now.
At the end of the game. The conversation has been about the team and the first two people that team but not as great. If you have not been watching this Knicks team, you can't fully understand that they're not only capable of winning a championship, but they're also capable of doing it in spectacular fashion. Like the narrative was in the same way in the West,
At times, they show that they can, compete with anyone in the Eastern Conference. There you go again. But you don't think that at times you looked at them and said they can get to the NBA Finals? You didn't pick them. I have said at times the Knicks will get to the finals. You didn't pick them. If you want to go through every interview I've ever done, I probably have said it. We got it on the board. No, they said no. I think I burned that up. No, it's still over there. That was it.
I'm happy for the Knicks. I'm happy for Knicks fans. Pat Joe, Spike Lee, Ali B, Tracy Morgan. Knicks fans have been.
Timothy Chalamet. Al Palagonia.
They've been so supportive.
Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller.
New York City. 5 boroughs. I'm happy
Mike,
for you
John,
guys.
Bill, the regular people. Let's talk to them.
That was former players. What's really Larry Johnson, my favorite Nick. I'm happy for you.
They ain't just squeaking by.
They just mauling people.
Yes, indeed. We'll break it all down when we come back.
Oh, where they go?
Inside the NBA.
They might have to go to Galveston, Drew. They quit us on it tonight. No.
They can't go to Lake Cuyahoga.
We send their ass to Galveston. And they walking.
Yep.
Yap like you've never yapped before. With all new refreshers and crafted sodas. Now at McDonald's.
Puro fue ultra?
Football, yeah. Soccer, no. No, I like my Ultras.
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Milo, I need to replace some recessed lighting.
First thing you'll need is a step ladder.
Or a 4-time MVP.
You putting up points like Asia Wilson.
Hey, just don't do my celebration.
There it is.
Proving it's easy at Lowe's.
All right, we'll get back to you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Ben. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
What? Why did I say that? Goldfish have short memories. Be like goldfish. Crushed it.
What's up, Chad?
At Wingstop, it's all about flavor. Good, fresh, made the order. Everybody.
We're back. I need some cigarettes, guys. I need some cigarettes. I got like 2 cigarettes left. Oh, we ain't gonna be here long. Let's take a blink. Linger.